Welcome to our grand finale, where we will announce the champion of America's Real Deal. In this episode, we will also give you an inside look at ISM, the independent stock market, the coaching and compliance company that makes this show possible. Stay tuned to see who you, America, selected as this season's champion.
Crowdfunding is a fundamental transformation in the way that American businesses can get financed. It is a game changer. It's probably the largest change in securities regulation since the 1930s. So almost 100 years of laws had to get changed to allow entrepreneurs to be able to reach out to their communities to build their passion and their dreams. That is fundamentally important, and that is going to become a meaningful change in America.
I'm really lucky because I get to work with my brother, and he is amazing. A lot of people say he's the leadership and I'm the management, but it's not just that. It's the opportunity to work with somebody who I've been with my whole life and who I really respect, not just as a business person, but as a person. Just a few months into it, I called up my brother who was living in Washington, and I said, Aaron, would you like to come back? I need your help. And he had the operations and the management and the systems in place, and he came.
It's great working with Adam because his passion and his drive, it just shines through every day. There's never a dull moment in this office. He treats everyone like family, so it's great to be a part of a team like that.
What's been wonderful is the amount of support that's just poured out to help us make this a reality.
Hi, how are you? Welcome in.
How are you?
So, we're excited to talk to you.
And yet, how then can these private companies access those non-accredited investors, the everyday American that would love to have ownership in it? The laws just weren't there. And so I knew I had to build a new independent stock market separate from Wall Street that did not have any derivatives, a simple buy-sell platform where people invest in people, where I'm in it for the long haul, and I'm not trading stocks. I'm investing because I like you, and I like your business, and I want to help it succeed.
Before these laws came about, you couldn't invest in a private deal, and the majority of America couldn't invest in these private companies. And now for $100, $250, $1,000, you can have ownership so that as those companies grow and expand and eventually go public on our marketplace, you can turn that into cash.
The passion of America is its entrepreneurship. This country is built on entrepreneurship. This country is going to survive if our entrepreneurs are allowed to flourish.
What impressed me when I first heard about this, I know Adam has had a very successful track record in the past. He's invested over $1 million, of his own money into this company. So he's put his money where his mouth is and then said, now let's get some more folks involved. You and I are partners. We're on the board.
Yes.
We're hosting this show. We have not only America's Real Deal, which gives companies a chance to equity crowdfund their way to success, but then they get the chance to be on ISM, the independent stock market. Yeah. It's a win-win situation.
Well, I only invest in companies that I believe in. Sometimes a good idea is a good idea, but it's who runs the company and how is it structured. So we met a couple of years ago and loved the idea, but it was a little pie in the sky. Well, I think the laws might change, and nothing personal, but I thought, really? And I love Kevin. Anything he does, I'm in. We've done a lot of deals together over the years, and then the laws changed. And I will tell you, you stuck with it. This is a man, if the boat is going, you want to be on his boat. This is the lifeboat I want to be on. Because back then you had brought a whole bunch of amazing people together, and it was an awesome dream, but it was just a dream. And we stuck with you, and you stuck with it, and your family. I mean, you've got people who are so tight and so committed to you that I showed up on the set in Dallas-Fort Worth, and I have to tell you, I am beyond impressed. I've done television my whole life since I was 16 years old. We won't talk about how many years that is. Don't even look at me. And the crew. The entrepreneurs, I get pitched all the time, every single one of the people that you had sit here with us is worthy of investment from America. That is extraordinary. So I'm on board, and I'm going to invite you guys. That you said a man who puts his money where his mouth is.
Yeah.
That to me is the ultimate.
We're grateful for every investment, every purchase, and every vote and social share you made to support these companies. We will now announce, in no particular order, the top 2 companies for this season. They are Social 5 and ViberVision. Congratulations.
Bill had an idea that became his dream. Jeff had an idea, his dream. Mary had an idea, a dream. Sam had a dream. Steve dreamed. Oprah dreamed. Mark dreamed. Each of them took actions to grow their dreams. Maybe you also have ideas, dreams to grow a great business. This is the American dream, and America's Real Deal is here to help.
Well, I've already said the word, and this is huge. It's passion. Okay. I mean, if there is not this passion, you know, we're all business owners. We know it can be a long road to have a business. If you don't have that passion, there are going to be some long, hard nights. So you first and foremost, I want to feel why you're doing this. I want to know your backstory.
Spinach, collard greens, orange juice, lemon juice, pineapple, ginger, mint, and 1 full gram of magnesium on each little bottle.
We made it really affordable in terms of price. Our nearest competitor is about $9,000 compared to our $6,500.
Okay, that's good.
And it's a mentor program where we engage with solid, proven entrepreneurs and collaborate with young, up-and-coming entrepreneurs. We try to put them together in the same space.
This will put out a fire very quickly, and one man can hold it. And the nozzles that they have today that they're using, it takes 4 men to hold that nozzle.
Punch you in how many offers, if they want to do offers, and how many meals we're going to provide somebody in need. So effectively, we bring those together and generate meals for people in need.
They opt in and out based on maybe they're busy on Friday and Saturday.
Microorganisms as well as biochar, which makes the soil the most phenomenal soil that you can grow food, and everything you eat out of your garden will be superfoods.
Jay is living proof of her product's success.
It's ambitious, but we're well along our way. We already purchased 12 acres of land about an hour north of Manila. And not only that, we have secured a buyer who will purchase the solar power plant.
That's crucial in building a great physique, but that's also functional and not just looks good, but actually works really well and improves your whole ability as an athlete to run, to walk, to have strength, to jump.
But they know these secrets, and these secrets are usually untouched. Like, they're not given to the small businesses.
Okay.
And so I want to give them those secrets so they have the best chance of survival. Okay.
It's a spring thing, so you are supposed to be able to pinpoint the exact location.
On your own neck.
On your own neck and your own shoulders.
Now, if this is really successful, you're going to be out of work, right, as a chiropractor? Oh my gosh, okay.
Wow. This is an additional profit center. Tell us about that.
Passed by this semi, and I thought he should be selling advertising on that truck.
Black. No.
Yellow.
Oh, come on, Luke Skywalker. This is crazy.
You can go a little harder.
White.
Okay, come over here. You need a big hug. George Lucas loves you.
Investors want to see growth. They want to see projections. Where are you going from here? What's the future all about?
My future is I want everyone to have these in their hands because it is a specialty type candle.
Now, there's 74 million children going to school every day.
So how long have you been doing this?
So we started in May of last year.
Okay.
And then by the end of the year, we had already accumulated $350,000 in sales.
Wow. Huh?
And that hadn't been cleaned in many, many years. You just rub this on as lightly as you want to rub right here. Go around the edges real good. Put your film on it all the way around. And take any kind of cloth that you want to wipe this back off.
On your side.
So is sleeping on your side a better thing to do overall?
It's a better thing to do because now you're not having gravity push your jaw back and create that snoring sound.
Oh.
And every week, we're creating new content.
We're really good at helping people get clear on what's working, what's not working, have the tools to actually change behavior, train managers to manage better, train salespeople to sell better.
We decided that we wanted to do things differently. We partner with cities and help them to better communicate with their communities, and it's been so great.
we're actually using lightsabers to save lives. It brings the fantasy to life.
Developing the whole person.
Actually a 5-year plan. And that growth plan allows us to expand to every state in this nation.
How many industries do you service?
Today we're in 420 different industries.
Right.
We're going to give you a professional writer. And when I mean that, I'm not kidding. This is someone that's written for USA Today, the New York Times. They are an expert journalist that knows a lot about your industry.
Oh, wow.
You've got a vision for where you want your company to go. And you need not only the money to make that happen, but you need a team.
Forbes Riley is a celebrity host of America's Real Deal, not a contestant. But we wanted to sneak in one of her products.
We got Forbes Riley, the queen of infomercials. Josh, Self, good to have you, buddy.
Same here. Superstar fitness model.
Hey, look at him. I mean, you know, I'm not going to arm wrestle him today. Okay. So they said on national TV, another TV show, that the Spin Gym was overpriced, was not going to be a successful product. And what did you say?
You know what I said? I said what every good entrepreneur says. I said they're wrong.
Right.
I said I'm going to keep going, and that was 9 years ago.
Right.
And out of the gate, between home shopping and the internet, I have now sold 2 million of my product.
What most investors are looking for is a product or business with a track record that has sales, that has talent, that has a dream team. Everything that we've talked about, you've covered all the bases.
Yeah. Turns out it's not just for women, but for men as well.
Yeah.
And it's a simple little device.
When you look at it, it doesn't look like it's going to be a substantial piece of fitness products.
Right.
All right.
But what if I told our audience that this one piece of equipment actually fires every single muscle, front and back at the same time? But I brought Joshua.
Okay.
Come on, stand up for a second.
We got a
because
demonstration.
I want you to see something that you may have never seen before.
Your
You might need to take off your shirt.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now we're going to get some fun here.
Well, and I'll tell you what, I'm doing now. You need to understand at home. You're never going to get muscles like Joshua. He spends a lot of time in the gym. But what I want you to witness is the miracle of this, because this is available for all of us in our office, in a wheelchair, whether you're on an airplane. So Joshua, if you don't mind, thank you for doing that, by the way. So now now watch this. Do you guys see his chest muscles? Yep. Now here's the funny thing. Under our fat and our skin, Kevin, we're all built the same way. We all have these kind of muscles. We all have these shoulders, and don't mind me just turning you a little bit. But you imagine a lady who's got bra fat back here, or shoulder issues. Now, keep going all the way back here, and look.
Almost a dozen muscles in the back, right?
Now go overhead for me if you will. Right. So check this out. Do you see every single muscle? If a man out there's got love handles, this is the gift for him. If a woman wants to change all of her bra fat right here, and all I designed it for, Kevin, initially, was because I hated my arms. Oh, wait, okay. All right, let me see one. No, wait. This was the one thing I wanted. And think about this. Imagine, if you could just tone and tighten that.
We use the power of crowdfunding. Richard Swart is on our board and the world expert, and he explains it perfectly.
What the change was is it used to be illegal. If you were to try to raise money for your company and you were talking to a non-accredited investor, the average citizen, and saying, look, I would like you to invest in my company, you could potentially go to jail for that. There were massive both civil and criminal penalties for trying to raise private investors.
Well, and explain to our audience, why would that be such a problem?
Well, going back to the 1920s, 1930s, the stock market crash was, frankly, a lot of fraud was going on. It wasn't just macroeconomics and European trade. It was a lot of fraud and scams. So I'm not saying that investors should not be protected. In fact, I love the investor protections in the Jobs Act as robust checks on people before they can use these mechanisms. But the perception was the average citizen should not be able to invest in early stage companies.
Because they could potentially just lose.
They could lose. Basically, investing should be for the wealthy only.
Right, well.
That's the basic thesis they have. Now, the problem with that is people in a community may have a lot of insight about that particular entrepreneur, their product, their location, their restaurant. People on the ground probably know more than some hypothetical investor sitting in New York City investing into a fund. So the disconnect between the desire to protect investors but actually allowing investors to make good decisions wasn't working.
What's nice about America's Real Deal, though, is that they actually do everything through a compliant SEC process.
And we're inviting you to invest some of your hard-earned money into what company you think will succeed. So one of you will invest in this one, maybe another will say, no, it's got to be this one. Another one will say, I want to invest in this one. You're going to have that kind of discussion and fun, but also This is serious. This is hard-earned money. So we want you to look at the disclosures. Go to the campaign page of every one of these companies. Read their story, read their financials, learn about the team members and their experience, and then go to the disclosure documents. Those are housed on the sec.gov website. Now you can find out about the owners. You can find out about the risk factors and possible conflicts of interest. You can see how they're going to use that money. And you can find out about the industry and the market. Then you can make a decision because you've done your homework. So you now have this opportunity to invest in a private company. That wasn't the case years ago. Before, it was the rich getting richer because they could get in on the ground floor of these private companies. Those people who invested in Facebook and Google and Amazon, they were accredited investors, people that had $1 million or more net worth. But it wasn't open up. For example, my parents were wonderful, loving, hardworking Americans. They both taught school, and then the boys started coming one after another, and so mom's full-time job became raising children until there were 11 boys. But they were not accredited investors, so they did not have that opportunity to invest in private companies. But now you do, you wonderful, loving, hardworking Americans. You can invest in private companies here on America's Real Deal. But with that chance comes risk. You need to weigh those risks with the potential for reward. Which one of these companies are winners? And which one's going to be the champion of America's Real Deal? You get to decide. These companies need your help. How does a company grow? It gets customers. That's why we're inviting you to buy their products. It goes viral. So that's why we're inviting you to vote so that you can share it out on Facebook and these other social media sites to your friends and family and tell them about it. How does a company succeed? They succeed with new capital. And now we're inviting you to help that company grow. But more importantly than just one guy with $1 million and plops in $1 million, what if 1,000 people put in $1,000 for that million? Now there's 1,000 of you out there sharing the good news about this business and telling friends and family, ambassadors of that business. That's what America's Real Deal is all about. That's why we're talking to you to help these companies. And we've hand-selected what we think are the very best. And each season, we'll continue to look for the very best companies. So if you're one of those sitting there and you're saying, maybe my business could be on America's Real Deal, then go to americasrealdeal.com and apply. We believe in the dreamers, and we want to help you with that American dream, whether you're a business owner or whether you're an investor. So welcome to America's Real Deal. And we want to invite you business owners that have strong management, revenue in your business, and ability to scale. Imagine 1,000 people investing in your business that now are ambassadors to tell the world. That's what America's Real Deal is all about. So go to our website, americasrealdeal.com, and apply. Become champions of America's Real Deal. But more importantly, champions of business. Thank you. And now what you've been waiting for, our special guests will announce the champion.
Your favorite entrepreneur and most popular company.
And the first ever champion of America's Real Deal is...
Rob Wellman with Social 5.
Right on! Right on!
Congratulations.
Let's hear about it. What does this mean to you, your family?
On behalf of all the Social 5 employees, thank you, America. Without your vote, without your investment, this could never happen. We're grateful. We're grateful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Couldn't have happened to a greater man.
Hey, this means a lot. With being an entrepreneur, it's hard, and having America alongside us gives us energy, gives us confidence, and we'll be able to go out and help other small business entrepreneurs harness social media to make their companies even better. Thank you, America's Real Deal. This is an amazing platform for small businesses to be able to raise capital and expose themselves to with great products and services. So thank you, America's Real Deal and America, for this unbelievable honor. We're really, really thankful. Thank you.
Congratulations again.
We want to thank you, America, for voting, purchasing, and investing in these companies to help them get to the next level. And for part of the competition to see who moves forward. Please download our app. Please tell your friends, and we'll see you next time on America's Real Deal.